everybody! Hope you liked the last craft session. We're going to do another story and craft today. And this week in our house it's been a bit mad about dragons because Gabriel's been doing Chinese New Year at school. So we've been making all sorts of dragons. So we decided a good story would be Zog by Julia Donaldson and the illustrations by Axel Scheffler. This is another favourite in our house, so we hope you enjoy the story. And then after, we're going to make a dragon that you can blow through. Okay, let's go to the story then. Madam Dragon ran a school many moons ago. She taught the dragons all the things that dragons need to know. Zog, the biggest dragon, was the keenest one by far. He tried his hardest every day to win a golden star. All the dragons in year 1 were learning how to fly. "Hi," said Madam Dragon, "way up in the sky. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be expert flyers by the time you're fully grown." Zog went off to practice, flying fast and free. He soared and swooped and looped the loop, then crashed into a tree. Just then a girl came by. "Oh, please don't cry," she said. "Perhaps you'd like a nice sticky plaster for your head." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his plaster gleaming pinkly as he zigzagged through the blue. A year went by, and in year 2 the dragons learned to roar. "More," said Madam Dragon, "louder, I implore. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be champion roarers by the time you're fully grown." Zog went off to practice. He roared with fearsome force. He kept it up for hours on end, but then his throat grew hoarse. Just then the girl came by again. She said, "What rotten luck! Perhaps you'd like a nice soothing peppermint to suck." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, and breathing fumes of peppermint, he zigzagged through the blue. A year went by, and in year 3 the dragons learned to blow. "No," said Madam Dragon, "breathe out fire, not snow. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be breathing bonfires by the time you're fully grown." Zog went off to practice. He blew with all his might. He twirled around in triumph, and his wingtip caught alight. Just then the girl came by again. She said, "What, you poor old thing, perhaps you'd like a nice stretchy bandage for your wing." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his bandage flapping wildly as he zigzagged through the blue. All the year 4 dragons were learning, can you guess? "Yes," said Madam Dragon, "how to capture a princess." Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own. You'll need to capture hundreds by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He tried and tried and tried, but he simply couldn't manage. "Oh, I'm no good at this," he cried. "I'll never win a golden star." Just then he saw the girl. "Perhaps," she said, "you'd like to capture me. I am Princess Pearl." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off they flew, the princess gripping tightly as they zigzagged through the blue. "Ah," said Madam Dragon, "our first princess so far. Congratulations, Zog, my dear, you've won a golden star." Zog was proud and happy, and Pearl felt good as well. She took the dragon's temperatures and nursed them when they fell. A year went by, and in year 5 the dragons learned to fight. Right, said Madam Dragon, here comes a real live knight. Up spoke the knight. My name, he said, is Gadabout the Great. I've come to rescue Princess Pearl. I hope I'm not too late. Zog breathed fire and beat his wings. You can't, she's mine, he roared. Oh, no, she's not, yelled Gadabout and waved his trusty sword. The other dragons crowded round and watched them all agog. Who was going to win the fight, Sir Gadabout or Zog? Then Princess Pearl stepped forward, crying, Stop, you silly chumps. The world's already far too full of cuts and burns and bumps. Don't rescue me. I won't go back to being a princess and prancing round the palace in a silly frilly dress. I want to be a doctor and travel here and there, listening to people's chests and giving them my care. Me too, exclaimed the knight and took his helmet off his head. I'd rather wear a nice twisty stethoscope, he said. Perhaps, Princess, you'll train me, and Pearl replied, Of course, but I don't see how the two of us could fit upon your horse. Then Zog said, Flying doctors, I'd love to join the crew. If you'll let me be your ambulance, then I can carry you. Bravo, said Madam Dragon, an excellent career. And all the year 5 dragons gave a loud resounding cheer. Then Madam Dragon told the horse, I really hope you'll stay. I'll let you be my pupil's pet and feed you lots of hay. What a good idea, said Zog, then up and off he flew, the flying doctors waving as they zigzagged through the blue. Hello again, did you like the story? It's a good one, isn't it? And there's another one to follow on called Zog and the Flying Doctors. If you like that one, you should look that one up too. Okay, so what you're going to need here is an empty toilet roll, or maybe the inside of some tin foil or cling film or kitchen roll or a paper cup will do, and some paper. Now, I'm a bit of a magpie, and at Christmas, when everybody's unwrapped their presents, I go around stealing the tissue paper. So tissue paper is fab for this, but I've also got crepe paper. You could use normal paper, you could use wrapping paper, you could just use tissues. Anything that you've got is absolutely fine. You don't need to have tissue paper. And then either some coloured pencils, felt tips, crayons, or we've used some paint because we had it out today anyway. Some scissors, so if you need a grown-up to help, just ask for help with those, and some glue as well. And we happen to have some of these googly eyes. I don't expect everybody to have those. If you don't have googly eyes, it's absolutely fine. You could just draw some eyes on instead. Okay, so you get your toilet roll or a piece of cardboard and you paint it or colour it in however you like. Now I did mine red, but you could be much more creative than that. You could do a multicoloured one, you could do a rainbow dragon, a spotty dragon, a glittery dragon, anything that you wanted. So you get that coloured in first. And then the next thing to do is get your paper and you just cut some strips of paper. So probably maybe about 2 widths of your finger wide, and then about as long as one of those small rulers. But if you don't have one, it's fine, just guess. All trial and error, everything's fine. And then we put some glue on the end of your paper and you stick it inside your toilet roll that you've painted. And then you carry on doing that till the whole thing is full of paper. So I've done mine 2 colours. Don't know if you can see the red, it's got little gold bits on, I love that. Okay, and then you need to give him some eyes. Now, if you've got some of those little pom-poms hanging around anywhere, they're perfect for this, but I didn't have any. So what I did was just tear off some tissue paper, screw it into a ball, then just glued it on, and then on there I stuck some of those eyes that I showed you. If you don't have those eyes, then you could just get a felt tip pen, look, and draw an eyeball on there, and then stick it on your dragon. And then the last thing we need to do is make him a little nose, which is exactly the same as the eyes. If you've got those little mini pom-poms, perfect. If you haven't, then just screw up some of your paper or some tissue and stick those on. Now, the thing to watch out for is not putting anything too heavy on, because if you put something too heavy, the glue doesn't really stick it very well. So when we're finished, we've got our dragon that breathes fire. Are we ready? Okay, now another good thing for this is, you know, sometimes if you're feeling a bit rubbish or you're not quite feeling yourself, and maybe you've got one of those emotions that's come to visit, say Grumpy Gabriel, or Down in the Dumps Delilah, or Angry Alice, or Cross Christopher, one of those emotions, and they've just come to visit for a while, but they're making you feel a bit fed up or a bit cross, or however you feel. And sometimes your tummy feels a bit funny, or you might feel a bit fed up here in your heart. A really good thing to do that's really easy and anybody can do is to take a deep breath. So if you take your deep breath in through your nose, then the good thing is you have to give a really big blow. So you could use your dragon for that. So you breathe in, then, or even better, you breathe in and then you do a big roar like a dragon and get all of that energy out. Okay, so do that. You have a go at home, and I bet you after 5 deep breaths and 5 big roars, you start to feel better. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you want to put pictures on what your dragon looks like, that would be fab. Okay, see you next time.